Hello from my basement here in Colorado. So my project is Vote Yes for Music in Schools. So what basically that means is a lot of schools are cutting out music programs just because of funding and all this kind of stuff and keeping sports, but there's really benefits that are needed and that show in the real world today from having music programs. So one of my reasons is the brain. There's been research to show that music helps the human brain develop. And I've done multiple research and done multiple papers about this because it's very passionate to me and myself. But if you have music in your life, because everybody listens to music, there's not one person on this planet that hasn't listened to music, but just even listening to music helps your brain develop. Because you can kind of notice you work a little bit better when you have music, or if you're doing your paper and you're writing and you're like, oh, let me put some music on. Oh, you just start working and it goes through. But the brain is just such a complex thing that there's so many triggers and so many things that help it that we need music in our lives. Alright, now if you couldn't tell, that was me drumming, hoopla. But so basically this is just a show, just like this is only one form of music. There's singing, there's orchestra, there's playing multiple percussion instruments, there's blowing winds, tubas, all this kind of stuff. Now, there's another reason about music, the social aspect of it. You make friends for life and maybe they become your family. And just like, this is something that happens in all things like sports, and just multiple events, you can become family, but music really brings people together because it's an emotional thing and just really connects people on multiple levels, because you can bring in somebody that's a jock who likes music and somebody who's a band nerd, and then they become best friends. And that wouldn't really happen in like a football state because all those guys like football, but music just incorporates everybody into it. Second or third, jobs. So music can open doors and for people when they are young. So music, there's so many different types of jobs for music. There's playing music, there's teaching music, there's doing different types of production, there's game music, video game music, movie music, TV show. There's just so many options that you have for music. So when you don't give people the option to have that in schools, they're kind of shut out from that. And I know there's always schools and music in schools, like colleges and stuff, but when you're not introduced to it at a young age, you have to be kind of developed like through high school, and then you get to college, and then you start learning the extra level of music. And then the last point is playing and having fun. So music is in everything, games, movies, and more, like I said before. And then when you go to parties and you're having fun, you don't just dance to nothing like this. There's dancing and you're having fun to music. And where would we be if we didn't have kids like Kanye? I'm not saying that this is the only people, but Kanye, the Beatles, like all these people, they had to start from somewhere. My favorite quote is, the expert in anything was once a beginner. Because it's true. And like, where would we be right now? And how many artists would we have if we didn't have that music in schools? We have some of the greatest musicians like Neil Peart, like I said, the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, all these people, they had to start from somewhere. And if we're not giving young people the opportunity to have music in schools, then what's the point of all? And those are my citations and stuff, so yeah.